In my opinion, the worst type of people are those who never take an ounce of responsibility or accountability. They are the most draining, selfish, entitled, and toxic idiots you'll ever come across. They YOLO through their lives and destroy everything and anyone who gets too close. And you really need to protect yourself. And if you need help with this, or guidance or mentorship with anything else in particular, and you want someone to speak to you in a direct, no bullshit manner and get you practical results, I'm your guy. Book a free discovery call with me. The link's in the description and pinned comment down below. I have had the displeasure, I'd call it that, displeasure, of having to engage, socialize, date, and put up with people who take no accountability. They YOLO through life. They are so stupid. They're so reckless and dangerous. I'd liken them to a tornado of destruction. There is nothing wrong with order. There is nothing wrong with organization. There's nothing wrong with structure. That's how I live my life. That's how I've had success. And that's how I plan to keep my life. But when you allow these idiots in, and when you put up with them, imagine allowing a tornado, God forbid, to enter your home. It will sweep everything away and destroy it. Imagine allowing it into your business or career. What about your health? What about your mental health? I'm not exaggerating when I say this. These people don't think about tomorrow. They don't take anything on board, and they destroy everything and everyone in their path. They're so impulsive, so immature, so reckless, so spoilt by life and society, social media, etc., that they genuinely think that there's no consequences. But the harsh reality is there are consequences. Money gets lost, things get damaged, hearts get broken, people get let down. There are repercussions, but they avoid it so well, so tactically. They jump on planes, they go get blind drunk, whatever, so they never face the music. If you're in a relationship, a friendship, or in a family dynamic with such an individual, without realizing it, and I need to say it as it is, as I always do on this channel, you become the parent. What does that mean? You are not with an adult. They could be older than you. You're not dealing with a rational, mature, intelligent human being. You're dealing with a toddler, a baby. And there's nothing more unattractive, repulsive, disgusting, and embarrassing. The amount of times I've had to deal with these people and then speak to police, speak to their parents who failed them, other people, their bosses, whatever, trying to explain the actions and the circumstances that we find ourselves in, I've lost count. But also on top of that, not only are you the parent, you become the janitor. What do I mean by that, the janitor? Well, it's simple. You're cleaning up after the massive piles of shit that they leave behind. And I know that's graphic, but that's it. You get your broom, your mop, and you're sweeping, dusting, mopping away. And there's an everlasting, never-ending trail of shit they leave behind. These people need to be slapped by life, and they're slapped by life and they ignore it. They need to be slapped in general, and they still won't take it on board. You can shout, you can scream, but it will never change a thing. So let's break down more why they're like this. Accountability feels like an attack to unhealed people. When you hold people to their word, you call them out on their shit, you say the truth, they'll label you toxic, controlling, judgmental. Even with coaching with me, people pay me and beg me, say it as it is, tell me the truth, and then they lose control. But it's not about control. It's all about standards. Let's say you want to have a relationship. What's your standards? We should hold bloody standards. The standard is to not be with someone who can get you in trouble with the law by speeding, not wearing a seatbelt, by not queuing up when you go to grab a coffee and thinking that the rules don't apply, by not paying for certain things, trying to scam, by causing arguments, by just being difficult and uncouth. This is the problem. And these are not high standards. These are the basic standards that you demand. And stop watering down to keep the peace. If they can't own their mess, let them drown in it. These individuals have been in and around you for way too long. And without realizing it, your life becomes a mess. You make mistakes in your work like you never do. Your sleep's all over the place. Your mental health is just doing somersaults constantly, trying to make sense of idiocy. You can't simply relax and watch a movie. You can't live a normal life. If they can't own their mess, let them drown in their mess. Oh, but what if they get arrested? Let them get arrested. What if they hurt themselves? Haven't they hurt you and themselves enough? It's not your responsibility. Why don't they take responsibility? Why don't they take accountability? Because it's easier to blame than reflect. Most people would rather point fingers than sit in silence and ask, where did I go wrong? What's wrong with me? Why does this happen everywhere I go? That level of honesty takes guts and balls. And most people don't have that. You and me are different. People who subscribe to this channel, work with me, we're different. We're very deep, intellectual people, emotionally intelligent, aware people who do the work, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it makes us cry, even if it sets us back, because we know we need to ask what's going on inside of me to make X, Y, and Z happen. Best reflection you can ever do. But these idiots would rather point you and the government and this and that. It's this person's fault, but never their fault. Always the victim. It's never their fault. You be the exception. Every time you own your choices, you become stronger, sharper, and more free. You're trying to get through to a brick wall here if you're engaging with these people. But also, you've got to set the standard. Okay? You can't go about and blame others and say, oh, whatever, and then expect the no accountability person to do the same. No, you've got to go out there and do so. I remember with toxic people in the past, I would shout and scream and try and get through. But then I would act like them by association, blaming other people, fixating on other things and not taking accountability on certain things. Whilst finally removing myself and then reflecting what's going on inside of me, where did I go wrong, how can I fix this, everything changed for me. You have got to do the same. Now these people, like I said, have been trained to be the victim. And I've spoken about this before, they see victimhood as a personality. We live in a world that rewards outrage, crash outs, emotional outbursts, but it doesn't reward ownership. The more broken you act, the more you cry, the more you put on a scene, the more attention you get, the more likes. Screw it, they might even put you on TV or in a movie. And that's the problem. The victimhood could be, I had a bad childhood. I can't get a job. I'm still single. I can't make my money work for me. I was born with this health issue. I was born in the wrong era. There's always an excuse. Everyone's always got an excuse. But like I said, it's a game. It's a personality trait. And it sells. And idiots, like-minded idiots, will feed the attention and the breeding ground for the morons that don't take accountability. So yes, like attracts like. Surprisingly, there's other single people around. Surprisingly, other unemployed people. Surprisingly, there's other people coddling and pandering to this very fragile, immature, naive ego. Don't play the game. Power doesn't come from pity, it comes from personal responsibility. Don't forget the Spider-Man quote. With great power comes great responsibility. That's exactly how we've got to be. Yes, we've had setbacks. We've been betrayed. Our hearts have been broken. But where did we go wrong? What can we learn from this? I've been saying this for years on YouTube. Where can we move forward? If we're going to cut these idiots out of our lives and let them wallow in their own shit and piss and mess, then what are we going to do? Well, we're going to dust ourselves off, learn from the mistakes, be inspired by these people in the sense that we don't want to live our lives like that, and have structure, organization, maturity, and most importantly, peace. Yes, no matter how many holidays they go on, no matter how many parties, whatever, these people are tortured souls, and they are not our responsibility to save. Our peace and our sanity and our mental health is exactly what we need to save on our own journey of life. Lastly, accountability is calling someone out on their shit, putting the mirror up to them, telling them the cold, hard truth, and so on. But if you haven't realized, these people, whoever they are, wherever they come from, doesn't matter, they are living a life of fantasy. And accountability breaks, destroys, blows up, shatters the fantasy. Owning your part means facing the truth. You stayed too long. You didn't speak up. Avoided the work. And that truth, it breaks the illusion that everything just happened to me. And that's the problem. So when you hold up a mirror to these people and say, hey, you're a mess. Hey, you're drinking too much. Hey, you're going to be single forever. Hey, your health is a disaster. Hey, you're getting older now. Hey, your finances are a joke. Hey, you're bringing us down. Hey, I can't do this anymore. It shatters the fantasy. See, narcissists and toxic people, for example, live on cloud cuckoo land. The world where they think the world revolves around them, where they want to see yet another selfie, hear another anecdote and story about their boring, insignificant lives, hear how amazing they are, and so on. But when the accountability comes their way, you'll see rage, you'll see anger, you'll see them foaming at the mouth. I saw this with narcissists in the past. When I would absolutely lose my shit with them for their behavior, their disrespect, whatever, I'd say, hey, what the hell's wrong with you? And they'd counter back, there's nothing wrong with me, you're the problem. No. And I'd break them down, and trust me, the dragon, the beast, the demon that would come out was absolutely terrifying. You need to take the lesson, take the L, and that's how you win long term. Realize that you don't live in a fantasy world. You don't pride yourself on cloud cuckoo land. You live in the real world. It doesn't mean that you can't dream. It doesn't mean that you can't be inspired. It doesn't mean that you don't have goals and aspirations. It means you are real. And it's better to be real because in the long term, that's how you're peaceful. That's how you're happier. And actually, that's how you live a beautiful life. So if you need advice, help, and guidance with such people or anything else in, like I said, a direct, no bullshit, practical way that gets you results, has the uncomfortable conversations and more with anything in your life, let me help you. Book a free discovery call with me. The link's in the description and pinned comment below. Accountability feels like an attack to the unhealed because they are unhealed. They haven't grown up. They haven't developed. They've regressed. But that doesn't mean that you need to regress with them.
Are you sick and tired of feeling stuck in life or being weighed down by endless struggles? Maybe you're exhausted from being walked all over, or tired of never having boundaries, or not saying no, walking away, or stuck in toxic cycles and situations. Well, imagine breaking free from all of that, feeling powerful and totally in control of your life. When you work with me, there's no BS, no fluff, just real, personal transformation.
I won't lie, his direct no BS approach made me feel uncomfortable at times, but was absolutely necessary to reveal my blind spots that were holding me back to become the best version of myself.
He told me things I didn't want to hear but I needed to hear, and it's helped me find myself again and to move on from it all and to rebuild and to come out stronger.
Now, you've seen my journey on YouTube about the power of walking away from the wrong people, overcoming addiction, handling grief, empowering myself from being rock bottom. But this isn't about me. This is not my story. This is your story. Imagine having a life on your terms, having a healthier, better relationship, being able to overcome your struggles and actually be at peace and taste happiness, maybe for the first time ever in your life.
I was sceptical at first, as he's not the cheapest, but my concerns were immediately put to rest when he presented a step-by-step detailed breakdown of my new life plan for me to follow immediately after the call.
I had a session with SCG. I just think that it was very, very beneficial, and he helped me work through my structure and path moving forward.
Now, other coaches fail when it comes to getting real results because they offer you generic advice that is not catered to you. It's a one-size-fits-all program, and it's a load of BS.
After watching countless videos on YouTube regarding heartbreak, I noticed that they were all similar. Go to the gym, hang around with friends, find a hobby, and all that other BS basically. Yeah, that's great advice, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the advice that I needed. That's when I came across SCG's videos.
But I'm different. I listen to you. I take notes. I ask the deep questions and personalize and cater to your needs to take you from where you are now to where you truly want to be. And it's a lot easier and simpler than you think.
What I appreciate the most is how SCG tailored the session to my specific needs and goals. After questioning and analysing my unique background and story, I feel he over-delivered, proving his genuine passion for his clients.
I totally recommend, if you're reaching out, if you're looking into having somebody who can listen with understanding and help you kind of bring different perspectives to what you're dealing with.
So here's what I want you to do. If you are genuinely serious about change and personal transformation, book a free discovery call right now down below. And also check out the testimonials from real people and real success stories of men and even women who've turned their lives around thanks to me. There are only limited spots available, to take advantage of this now, and it's only for serious people who are serious about change. So let's not delay. Let's not keep you where you are now, stuck in the same cycles, the same routines for another year. Let's work together and break free together and live life finally on your terms.
Truly, thank you, SCG.
I really appreciate you, SCG.
If you're going through something similar, he could help you also.
If you're thinking of coaching with him, try it out for sure. Reach out.
If you're struggling too, especially with heartbreak, or just like I am, or anything else for that matter, then please reach out to SCG. Book your free consultation, and I can assure you, you won't regret it. You can't put a price on your health, especially your mental health.